A new cabinet being formed in the Cayman Islands. And in sport, TNT on the verge of a final spot in the Rugby Caribbean Championships. I'm Ricardo Roberts and this is Caribbean in 10 for Tuesday, May 30th. I'll be back with the details after the break.
Grow your business or promote your event through the services offered by the Caribbean Media Corporation and CaribVision. Our distribution provides a platform on cable, terrestrial television, and websites. We cover carnivals and events from across the region. We can bring your event live and alive to the world. For music makers, program producers, businesses, we can expand your reach to in excess of 2 million households daily. Our other services include news updates to enhance your media products, studio space for program and development. We can facilitate the launch of new products and services and training. Contact us and we will help you unleash your creative ability, develop products and services, and provide the medium to watch them grow. Contact Loretta Skeet at cmccaribbean.com or call her 1-246-467-1044 or 1-246-253-3889. Call and book your carnival or event today.
I love fishing, especially fishing with my family. Caitlin loves to fish. Angela loves to fish. Just spent some time fishing with Nicholas, but right now it's time for my son Anthony to step into the boat and fish with Papa Fish. A lot of fish. I thought there was a lot of fish there. All right, Anthony Moore's in the boat. Now listen, Anthony, no pressure.
Yeah.
Nick caught 2.
Just 2?
I'm hoping you get 3, because, I mean, at the end of the show, I want you to be my favorite son.
Actually, surprisingly, we don't get to fish a lot together.
Cabinet assignments are being discussed in the Cayman Islands. Now a decision has been made on the composition of a coalition government that includes winning election candidates from both political parties as well as independents. The new unity government will comprise 7 Progressive People's Movement candidates, the 3 from the Cayman Democratic Party, including leader Makiva Bush, and 3 independents. PPM leader Alden McLaughlin, who will return as Premier, says he has the full support of his team for the coalition. We get more from Cayman 27.
He is pleased with the government he has formed as it reflects the will of the people. As for its longevity, given the events of Friday when Mr. Bush pulled out of the first deal.
You cannot guarantee that the government is going to hold and be intact at the end. There are all sorts of issues and pressures that come to bear over the course of a term. But I believe this government has as good a chance as any to not only just hold together, but to achieve what is in the best interest of the Cayman Islands over the course of the term.
Now all eyes will turn to the LA for the swearing in of the new administration and MLAs. News of the alliance did not come as a surprise to Bordentown West Independent Chris Saunders.
It saddened me from a democratic standpoint, where people voted for change, and instead both leaders of both political parties decided to just come together to usurp the will of the people.
He says the remaining independents will continue their discussions to nominate an opposition leader. The most likely candidate is East End MLA Arden McLean.
Over in Trinidad and Tobago now, a former trade minister says changes need to be made to the country's National Insurance Board to avoid bankruptcy. Mariano Brown warns that if nothing is put in place soon to preserve pensions, the board will be in crisis. Jesse Ramdeo of CNC3 News has more.
The aging population has caused the cost of the national insurance system to be severely strained in recent times. The 2016 subsidy of $1.6 billion underscored the looming threat facing the board. Brown says more needs to be done swiftly to avert bankruptcy.
Let's put it this way, that the current situation is that the contributions are not sufficient at the moment to pay pensions in service. So at the moment they're dipping into the investment income. And it's projected that if they continue at the current rate, that by 2030, the fund could well be bankrupt. so that they require some amendments, some changes that have to be done virtually immediately.
According to Brown, the issues facing the NIB is not unique to this country.
We're in the same position as Britain, Japan, with exactly the same issues. Longer life expectancies, which means that the fund is in trouble because it's a pension literally for life. So that if you have the number of people who are working and therefore paying into the system is falling, then you have significant issues. The fund will not be able to stand on its own.
Human rights lobby group Jamaicans for Justice has expressed alarm that 64 civilians have been killed by police up to May 25 this year, and a third of them were unarmed when fatally shot. The group's spokesperson, Susan Goff, has called for a review of the police use of force policy.
We have also, over an extended period, indicated that there needs to be ongoing and continued training in methods that, again, reduce the likelihood of the need for lethal force. I think that when the existing use of force policy is considered, that the following of that policy that currently exists could indeed lead to a reduction in the numbers of fatal shootings.
Stay with us, your Midday Sport is next.
All right, we're here at the San Diego International Film Festival, and we're here with the men and women of Railway Spine. Now, guys, you're premiering Saturday. How excited are we?
So excited. Ready to storm the hill, get out of the foxhole, and show the world our film. We're ready.
Now, give me an encapsulation of what your project is about.
Go for it.
Our film is about PTSD. It's about a veteran and the causes and the effects of war.
Rugby tops our midday sport. TNT is one step away from landing a final spot in the Rugby Caribbean Championships. This after they trounced Barbados 36-16 over the weekend. TV6's Vinood Nawani has that story.
The rugby team started their Rugby Americas North Caribbean Championships on a high against Barbados at the Manny Ramjohn Stadium on Saturday. That didn't mean that the men in blue were going to be humiliated by the Twin Island nation. After all, Barbados also executed their moves successfully at times. But there was no doubt that the men in red, white and black colours dominated this contest. The last time that this country won the regional championship was in 2015, and moves such as this can only help boost their chances. TNT's imperious display against their opponents put them in a commanding position. They next faced Guyana in Georgetown on June 10th. The home side went on to win 36-16 with a hat-trick of tries from Jamal Stewart. If TNT beat Guyana in the South Pool, they will meet the winners of the North Pool in July's final.
Furious over Sunshine Girls' subpar performance against Barbados recently, international star Janelle Fowler-Reid has called for changes to the coaching setup, hinting that current head coach Jermaine Allison McCracken lacks the experience necessary to take the side forward. In an article in the Jamaica Gleaner newspaper, Fowler-Reid, who was one of several experienced players who missed the 3-match series because of the overseas professional playing commitments, said she was disappointed by the loss. She said the overseas players would be asking for a meeting with Netball Jamaica president Dr. Paula Daly-Morris on their return home. The Sunshine Girls, ranked 4th in the world, lost to 12th ranked Barbados for the first time in 33 years a week ago to draw the series 1-1 after the opener finished in a 44 tie. That's Caribbean in 10. Join us again later this evening at 6:30 for Caribbean Newsline. Good afternoon.